everybody, my name's Liz Rivera. I'm the Gem State Medium. Welcome back. So the other day I was thinking about, what can I make a quick fun video about? And so I was kind of going back through some of my photos on my phone that I've taken over the years. Just different haunted locations and kind of just reminiscing about the different haunted locations I've been in. And I got to a section of Lava Hot Springs, Idaho photos that I had taken. I had taken these back in 2019. So here's the thing. We were there in Lava Hot Springs because I got a great idea that, I would really love to have, a group of people come in and we could do a haunted evening. Lava Hot Springs has lots of places you can stay, but the one that always intrigues me the most is the Lava Hot Springs Inn. And the reason is because it used to be a hospital. It was an original hospital and one of the first ones in that area. So it was the hospital originally, and then they closed it so that they could bring in soldiers who had been wounded to heal in the hot pools and recover, therapy wise. And then it was a nursing home for a while, and then I believe it was a home for the indigent, and then eventually it was made into a hotel. So I will start there. That is what I knew about the place, just from going for recreation and downtime. I always liked, there's other places you can stay in Lava Hot Springs, but I really like this one place, and I've had a lot of experiences there. And so I decided I was going to do this overnight and have people come in, so I just rented the building. This is in October of 2019. We drive down, we go into the hotel, and we talked to the staff and in the hotel and got the approval, booked the night, which just happened to be Halloween that year. And then before we left to go home, we just kind of walked around outside on the grounds, because I just thought, one, we can take pictures of the hotel for, when we advertise, and two, because I like walking around to see what I can pick up. And I had seen something outside years before this day that we were there, that made me want to walk around a little more and see what I could pick up. So we're walking around, my husband's snapping some pictures. I'm in some of them. I think he's in a couple. But at one point before we walked out into the parking lot, I took one last photo, and it was, kind of a silly little last second selfie. So I turned around against, so my back was facing the building, and I was out a little ways getting towards the parking lot, but I turned around and I snapped the selfie, smiled, whatever, girl thing, and we went home. Well, for some reason, when I'm in haunted locations, I've had quite a few times where I've taken pictures because I get a feeling, or sometimes I just take a picture and I get strange anomalies in them. I don't know if that's because I'm a medium, and sometimes I will get the feeling like I'm feeling like somebody is around, a ghost spirit. So I'll snap photos, and sometimes I'll get odd things. Other times I wonder if it's just because ghosts are so attracted to mediums and people that are gifted, sensitive, that they're just attracted. So when I do take pictures, they're kind of lingering in the background, you know, off to the side, kind of watching. And I may not always see them because I'm doing other things, like taking a selfie. So I get home, anyway, going through the pictures, and that one picture, that last picture I took, that selfie, you can, I mean, you guys be the judge and you tell me what you think it is. But look behind me, kind of up here, there is what looks like to me a horse with a Native American man on it. And I've looked at this picture and looked at this picture, and I have no explanation for it. There was nothing there. Obviously, you can see through him. So this is the great part. For this overnight that I was going to host, I looked up everything I could find on Lava Hot Springs, so I knew for sure all of the ins and outs and, you know, just the history of not only the one building, but the area. And the reason for that is because, you know, you need, I mean, even buying a house or whatever you're going to do, things can happen on the land long before it is ever built upon. So you don't know exactly what's been on the land first. So although you may end up with a building that is haunted because something happened within the walls once it was built, you can also build a brand new building on a particular space and then find out your building's haunted because the land that you built on had previous important or traumatic events take place there. And so all that energy and spirits are still there. So then you end up with different kinds of hauntings, if you will. As I'm researching and finding all of this stuff out, I'm going to read it to you because I used to have all of this stuff memorized, but I had to look it up again because memory fades. Long before settlers ever discovered these hot springs, that the Bannock and Shoshone Indian tribes gathered there to bathe, rest, and worship the Great Spirit for the creative powers of these springs, and it was set aside as a neutral ground to be shared in peace by all tribes. So before anybody was ever there, they understood the healing powers from the minerals, from the hot springs. And that's when I realized this was a very, very important place. And so the fact that when I took a picture of a hotel, that I really was focused on my past experiences, which were in the hotel and had to do with people who passed away in the hotel. When I was outside on the land itself, I found it very interesting that when I took this selfie, what I caught looks very much like a horse and a Native American man. So it is safe to say, I mean, for the hundreds of years that they were there and used this space, that they would still be there, that it is still this important to them that they never left. And I personally believe and feel that this picture and the fact that he came and was there and watching what we were doing is, I feel very honored, like, because the wisdom there with the Native American people about the land and spirits, the earth, the hot springs, the fact that he came out to kind of give me a once over or just be present while I was there, I think is pretty amazing. And so I thought I would just share it with you again. Maybe somebody will look at it and go, yeah, I'm not seeing it, not feeling it, whatever. I'm just telling you, that's the actual truth. That's exactly what happened. And that was the picture that I caught in that moment. So with that said, I will talk to you guys later. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. It's actually warm and the sun's out today here in Idaho Falls. And thank goodness, because I'm tired of the rain. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. You have a great weekend. Talk to you later. Bye.